Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Pass the Salt, where today we're in beautiful Main Street, Bethlehem, visiting McCarthy's, Red Stag Pub, and Whiskey Bar.
We're going to be talking to the owner, Neville. He's going to take us inside and show us what makes his authentic Irish pub different than anything else in the Lehigh Valley.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're here today with Neville Gardner. He's the owner and founder of McCarthy's Red Stag Pub and Whiskey Bar. How you doing, Neville?
I'm great, thank you. How's yourself?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Sure.
So let's get started. Tell us a little bit about your backstory. How did you come into the area of Bethlehem, and what gave you the idea for the pub and whiskey bar?
Yeah, so I grew up in Northern Ireland in a little village about 10 miles from Belfast.
Okay.
My mother's last name was McCarthy. My dad's last name Gardner. He was originally, his family were from Scotland. And I came over here with a touring hockey team, field hockey team, back in 1978. And met a girl from Bethlehem in Toronto, and have a civil engineering degree, moved over here, worked in engineering. At a certain point, my dad got very sick back in Ireland, so needed to be able to go back and forwards. And so Donegal Square, the retail business just down below us here, we opened it first back in 1985, and then we got involved with Celtic Classic, starting the festival. It's an Irish-Scottish festival that takes in September. It was the 33rd year of it this year. So the whole thing of being involved in the festival and promoting Celtic culture, the one thing that I felt there was a bit of a shortage of locally was authentic cuisine.
Definitely.
So we started a food vending thing at the festival, and then eventually I ended up buying the building that we're located in here.
Okay.
But just the feel of this space reminded me a lot of home.
Right.
And so I decided that I would start as a tea room and bakery, and making lots of traditional things that I grew up with for like maybe 15 years.
Right.
And then about 6 years ago, I decided to morph it into a pub.
Okay.
So the name McCarthy has a red stag as its arms, coat of arms. And so we called it McCarthy's Red Stag Pub. Of course, growing up in Ireland, one of the big cures for everything is whiskey. So we decided that we'd add the whiskey bar part, and whiskey was one of my mother's favorite drinks, so we kind of expanded it to a whiskey bar. We bought a liquor license back in 2014, and then it's been a gradual process. We've done a lot of improvements. We wanted it to be the kind of place that when people walk by here, or when they came in, that they were really wowed by the choice. So whether it's, you know, Japanese or Irish or Scottish, single malts, bourbons, ryes, we want it to be the place in the Lehigh Valley that you would come for whiskey.
There's a wide variety of different liquors and whiskeys. What all is on the menu as far as that goes?
So, you know, one of the things that my bar manager, Sherry, has done, and Glenn Shea, who's been with us from the start, they've come up with all these great infusions. So not only do we have 300 whiskeys, so you can get whiskeys from, you know, India, South Africa, France, Ireland, England, Scotland, Wales even has a whiskey, obviously all the bourbons, all the ryes, and of course the single malts from Scotland. So we have a very wide variety of whiskey. And then we've infused mostly Jamesons, who are one of our big supporters. So there's about 12 or 15 different Jameson infusions. So things like banana, butterscotch, chocolate, peanut butter. I mean, it sounds crazy, but some of these become after dinner drinks.
Definitely.
And lots of really great choices. And then we have, of course, some great gins. And we have some vodkas and tequilas, and we make some really great cocktails here as well. And of course we have about 24 beers, so we do things like Guinness and Harp and Smithwick's, and of course we have a fabulous Magners pear cider.
That's great.
And as much as possible we try to carry quite a few authentic beers from the UK, but also, you know, some IPAs and some other locally brewed beers as well.
Yeah.
So we want to try and cover the whole gambit.
So in regards to the tea and the bakery, what kind of treats could someone come in here and potentially find?
And one of the things I grew up with, it was a very traditional thing in my family to bake. So we didn't want to lose that tradition, like caramel toffee shortbread, lots of other great sweets, lots of choices here.
So tell us a little bit about the dish that we're going to be making here today.
So I think we're going to make the Leitrim Boxty. It's a flat potato pancake that's made kind of on the same way that you would make a crepe. The contents are cheese and charbroiled chicken, leeks, mushrooms, with the cheese sauce rolled up and served with either our homemade crisps or homemade fries. So it's very traditional with kind of a contemporary twist.
I can't wait to try it.
So we start with the raw chicken marinated in paprika, garlic, and some olive oil, some mushrooms, some leeks, and we have a blue cheese sauce that's going to get heated up. These are our raw boxty, so it's like a potato pancake, and that's the raw ingredients for the product. Okay, so our raw chicken is going to go onto the charbroiler. The boxty goes on the flat top. A little bit of clarified butter, some leeks. And then some mushrooms. The boxty gets heated up. You know, after we've been making this dish for a few years, we decided to really make it in this manner from scratch, so that it just makes a better quality product. Okay, and then we're gonna add the blue cheese sauce, and that's the part that gives the big flavor to the dish. Boxty wrapped up over the top. We do serve this with homemade coleslaw, and it comes with our homemade potato crisps.
That was fantastic. Thank you so much to Neville and staff. Thank you to McCarthy's Red Stag. You guys have to come down here and check this out.
And make sure you stay tuned for another episode of Pass the Salt coming up in 2 weeks. Click the link below to subscribe. See you guys soon. I'm going back inside. I'm gonna get something to eat.
Fish and chips.